welcome back to another video. Today I have for you my February 2025 bullet journal setup. We're still sticking with pink themes. Last month I did a strawberry theme, and this time I'm doing little pink tulips, which is very fitting for Valentine's Day. I first wrote February with a Pigma Micron, and at first I was gonna make some parts of the lines thicker, but I think that this thin text added to the minimalistic theme of this month, so I just left it like that. Then I moved on to drawing tulips all over the page. I am first just drawing the flowers, making sure to space them out evenly. These tulips are going to be very simple doodles, nothing elaborate. The flowers themselves are these different squiggly lines, and we'll add in the leaves and stems afterwards. These are going to be the main drawings for this entire setup. Other than that, there will be some sparkles which I added in later on, but that's it really, which makes the setup super simple and also easy to follow if you want to recreate it. And it was really fast to set up. You can maybe tell that the footage in this video is much slower than my other videos, and that's because I set it up so fast that I barely had an hour of footage, so I hope you do enjoy the slower pace. After the flowers, we are adding in the stems and leaves. I am making little curved lines coming out from the bottom of each flower, which are our stems. I made sure to alternate between curving to the left and right to make it look more organic. I was quite hesitant to do another pink theme because I was scared that it's gonna look too similar to the strawberry theme in January, but they gave off totally different vibes. Even though they're both pink and green, the strawberries were much bolder, whereas the tulips give off a soft and girly feeling, and I'm glad I went with this theme. I then also added tiny leaves at the bottom of the stems, and that will be our very simple cover page done. Like last month, I'm not doing anything on the left page and instead moving straight on to the calendar spread. I really don't know what to use that space for anymore, and I actually enjoy the blank space. It gives my bullet journal some breathing room, and I think it's a nice separation from the last month to the next. I'm first drawing in the lines for the calendar grid. This time I'm just doing the horizontal lines, which is very fitting for this minimalistic theme. In my previous video, someone asked me in the comments where I'm from. So hi, my name is Jamie and I'm from Bangkok, Thailand. If you do ever have any questions you want to ask me either about bullet journaling or myself or anything really, please don't ever hesitate to leave a comment because I love talking to you guys. I lost a bit of footage here, but I just used pink Tombows to highlight under the lines we just drew and a green line at the top of the calendar where I'm gonna write in the days of the week. Then I wrote in all the dates in what is supposedly the top right corner if these were actual boxes. It was a little difficult to line up the first few numbers without the vertical lines, but I eventually got the hang of it. And also, before I forget, happy Chinese New Year. This video is going out just after Chinese New Year, so a very happy Chinese New Year to those of you who celebrate. I always look forward to Chinese New Year because of all the ang baos, and we're a very big family, and I'm the firstborn child and grandchild, so I get lots of red envelopes each year, and that's always fun. In Thailand, we celebrate New Year's 3 times, so we have the New Year, the Chinese New Year, and then the Thai New Year in April, or Songkran as we call it. So if you didn't know that, now you do. To the right of the calendar, I'm making 3 sections in a similar style to the calendar, so just a line at the top and bottom, and then a pink highlight under the top line. And these 3 sections will be for projects, which are just things I have going on this month, a to-do list for the tasks I need to get done, and a running shopping list so I can remind myself of the things I need to restock when I go to the shops. Those are the main components of this spread, and now it's time to add in some decorations. I am making a grid pattern at the top here, and as I get closer to the project section, I'm breaking up the lines a little to make it look more light and airy. Then at the bottom here, I made 3 little tulips. It's gonna look a little plain at first, but we will come back to add in all these sparkles later. But that's my calendar spread done for now, and we'll move on to the habit tracker. I'm first making these lines again. I made 5 lines for 5 habits. Some lines are a little wobbly, and that's okay. My lines aren't always straight. And then we'll highlight the bottom of each line with the pink Tombows, like how we did for the calendar page. And I will leave the color codes for the Tombows in the description, as well as all the stationery I used for this setup. Then I wrote in all the dates for each habit, which I find weirdly therapeutic. It's been a few days since I've made this setup, and at first I really didn't want to leave the strawberry theme in January, but the more I look at the soft pink tulips, it has really grown on me, and I can't wait to start using it and make weekly spreads in this theme. This happens quite a lot actually. My perception towards a theme tends to change from when I first thought of it to actually making it, and then while I'm using it. Sometimes I'm unsure about a theme, but I end up really liking it, and other times I think it's a really good idea and I'm so excited to make it, but then it ends up not being that great. In the space at the top and bottom, I drew more tulips. I did tell you that it's just these tulips doodle for the entire setup, so I hope you're not tired of them yet. Then I'm taking the other pink Tombow to add in some sparkles because it was looking a little plain, and I will also go back to the calendar page to add sparkles there as well. And I'm sorry if my hands in this video is a little more crusty than usual. I just came back from a snowboarding trip in Hokkaido and it was really cold. I put on hand cream every chance I got, but my hands still cracked and I still have blisters I'm healing from. also made some black sparkles with the Pigma Micron and added the sparkles on top of the grid too. Moving on to the last spread of the setup, which is not a mood tracker. I'm doing a year in pixels this year, which means no mood tracker in the monthly setups, unfortunately. And I'm happy to report that I'm starting off strong with the year in pixels. I haven't missed a day yet, but let's see how I get on as we get further into the year. This spread I'm making will be for my new puppy. I'm getting a puppy in February. My boyfriend's family owns a sheep farm and they raise herding dogs to herd their sheep. They recently had a new litter of puppies, and there's a particular puppy that has a really short attention span. He gets distracted really easily, so they think that he might not be the brightest to herd sheep. So they asked friends and family if anyone wants the puppy, and I of course said yes. His name is Roger. The farm named him. He's a smooth coat border collie, and I'm going to pick him up at the beginning of February. Our family dog just passed away nearly 2 months ago now. She is a really kind, big white Labrador, and she sadly passed away from cancer at the age of 13, which is really sad. I'm tearing up just talking about it. When I first brought it up to my mom that the farm had a puppy they're giving away, she was like, no, I don't know if I'm ready for another dog. It's not gonna stay with us forever. But now I can tell that she's really excited to have another puppy running around the house. She's talking about renovating the field next to our house so that he'll have more space to run around. So I guess she's pretty excited. So in this spread, we have 4 sections: a general info section, a things I need to prepare, things I need to do when I go pick him up, and a large Q&A area at the bottom for questions I have for the caretaker at the farm. I'm just finishing off this spread with some more tulips and sparkles, and we will be done with our February setup. Let's now flip through all the spreads we made today. These tulips are really growing on me, and I think it is perfect for Valentine's Day. I hope you have had an amazing first month of the year. Thank you so much for spending your time with me today. My vlogging channel is linked down below if you're interested. Happy Chinese New Year and Valentine's Day. Bye!